Oh, screen. Oh, thank you so much, Heraclius. Blessed, based Heraclius. And again, by constantly forgetting screen, I guess I'm just sort of justifying the existence of my emotes. And oh, fuck you, game. And oh, fuck you, game. Damn it. Yeah, this is why I want to go tolerant eventually. But I do want to spread Islam while we have the chance, you know. While the memes are onwards. No, but no, yeah, I fixed it now. We good, we good. Aggressive expansion isn't even that bad. I think we can get away with another war. I really do. But against whom? Let's see, areas. Yeah. I do feel like maybe taking over this general area. So taking on Serbia and Wallachia would be good ravioli. I need to stop saying good ravioli. Like I've said it before, like sometimes memes get stuck in my head and eventually like they become so stuck that I end up like talking in memes without necessarily having any logic to it. Get the Danube as the natural border. I do agree. Danube should be the natural border. Secure Danube, vassalize the Vlachs. And again though, if I own these territories, the Vlachs will be just permanently pissed at me, so I don't know if that would work. Theodora... but... What I might do is extend the war. Let's see. Giveth me but a second. I need to think about my dank strategies. The natural border is the Atlantic. Well, okay. So here's another question. When you get this kind of event, right? Gifted Catholic. My instinct is to click this button. We are making use of this majority, so we will be unable to convert it for a few years. But I don't really have any Catholics roaming about, so that's fine. And as long as it... Okay, you know what? I'm going to check it. Will clicking that button reduce the policy of... Or will that get rid of policy of intolerance? No, I'm definitely still intolerant, so I think that's fine. Yeah, I might... Yeah, if I can escalate the war to get Trebizond in... Ah, but the Golden Horde does not want to join. Distant war. Fuck you and your distant wars. What if I invaded him directly? Yeah, ooh, hello. I guess your king died, did he? No, he didn't. I guess he just hates them that much. Interesting. Yeah, but he's not... No, that wouldn't work. That wouldn't work. It refers to the effects of converting minorities' decisions. Oh, okay then. But Catholic, there aren't that many Catholics in my realm, so that's fine. Nah, I think just the straightforward thing. It would be the straightforward thing. I don't have claims though. I need claims. Jesus ass. This is embarrassing. I always forget the... Oh no, I am working on it. Never mind. Guess I'm not quite as retarded as I thought I were. Chivalry, honestly, can we just like delete the whole Sharia chapter of the Quran? Because like, honestly, Sharia law was a mistake. The religion should serve the king, not the other way around. If you want to spread Islam, you may want to just expel the Catholics. Probably, yeah. But isn't it like if you have good tolerance, having religious minorities does not damage you that much, right? Because currently I'm a bit intolerant, yeah, but eventually the long-term plan is to be intolerant. If you take innovative, you can ignore Sharia altogether. How do I do innovative then? I guess I have to take certain ideas first. Unless I can take it right now. Yeah, I guess it would be... There it is. No, supposedly I should be able to take it right now. Maybe only republics can do it? Yeah, I see no innovative, mate. Innovative is available at 20 admin. Oh, okay, yeah. It's good to have you in chat, bro. Good to have you in chat. Do need smart buys like you. When is the truce with the Bruges up? Yeah, that's good. If I were to invade Theodoro, Cold North would join that. Which could mean, yeah. Yeah, this might be what we do then, but I would somehow need to get a CB against Theodoro. Yeah, that makes sense. Oi, can I fabricate? I don't think I can fabricate. No, actually. Just no CBL. In the base game, I would consider that, but Meiou and taxes is a bit. It's a bit more merciless than that, to be honest. There's no mercy in this game. Macedonia. Honestly, maybe I just go fuck the Greeks. Fanaticism. Question of Boza. The Quran prohibits alcohol. Yes, it does, but the Quran can go suck dick. I guess that means I cannot convert anymore. Nah, we're technically still converting, sort of. Yeah, the Quran was a mistake. This is not a secret. This is well known. Oh god, never see no CB in Meiou. Yeah, as I said, had it been the base game, sure, but not while we're doing this. Ooh, truce ended with the Venetians. How far off am I to asking the two Sicilies to join a war against Hellas? Because I feel like that might be what I want. Because that way I can invade the Venetians without any consequences. And that really is... that would be good shit. Well, let's see. How many bouts can we have right now? Another 5. I'll get 5 transports then, just so we have a technical ability to, you know, to spread the memes. Quran was a mistake. Oof, bold statement. Wasn't it though? Quran prohibits fermented grape alcohol, so just wine. I mean, I don't know. Am I wrong though in saying the Quran was a mistake? At least the Bible has this sort of, you know, this unwritten excuse where you can sort of just ignore certain parts of it, because the Bible acknowledges that the Bible was written by humans, inspired by God, but it was not written by God directly. However, the Quran was written by God himself, which means that you cannot critique it, which means you cannot just sort of, you cannot just ditch certain parts of it and still be on firm theological ground. And that matters, that matters. I study religion, by the way. Well, I say I say I studied religion. I literally failed religion, and I'm currently taking it again. But you do what you do. Let's also get a port over here just to get some extra shit. Yeah, let's do shipwright. Keep shitting out those shipwrights. Glory to Ahura Mazda. I don't know, mates. Anyone who just goes on and on about their monotheism is like questionable in my eyes. You're a Buddhist. I fundamentally disagree with the ideas of Buddhism, but I nonetheless respect Buddhism because it is part of the polyform, plurality, Oh my ass! This is literally. Yeah, I need to figure what the word is. Polytropy. Never mind. I don't need to do the thing. It's called polytropy. It's part of a polytropy tradition. As in, like, religions aren't as black and white in South Asia. So, like, you can be a Hinduist and a Buddhist at the same time. And that I value, you know? And that's polytropy. You can be like a, you know, on a Tuesday, you might be worshipping the gods of Adi because you're a based, you know, Meitei person. But of course, your neighbors, they're Hindu, so you know, on Friday you might worship a bit of Hindu gods. But at the same time, you respect the local Buddhist monastery, and so you do that because it's all about keeping it good with the divine forces, and that's polytropy. What is your problem with Buddhism? Well, I don't. It's too order. Oh man. If I'm going to start talking about the problems with Buddhism, because we're going to get into some like philosophical concepts, and I'm getting a bit too tipsy to do that. Well, I guess I am kind of getting just tipsy enough to do that because... And the game crashed, but you know, it happens. Yeah, so I guess the save game bug hasn't quite calmed down yet. Let's clean the save before I do anything else. Let us clean the save. For those who do not know what cleaning the save implies, there's a little program that I have in my documents folder that I can use to make the save a bit more uncluttered. So run type A. Okay, enter. Right. Importing province, checking for rebel provinces, identifying valid tags. I attend Passover festivities with my Jewish friends, so yeah, that's polytropy. Like, as a guy who has studied Hinduism, like, I find it fascinating the sort of attitude the South Asians have to religion, in that, like, when the Christian missionaries came to India to like convert the Bais to Hinduism, the locals were like, yeah, this like Jesus guy, he sounds nice. We should worship Jesus because he seemed, yeah, this adds up, you know. Let's worship Jesus. And so they started worshiping Jesus and attending church. But when the priests sort of looked into what the locals were doing, they realized that the locals didn't stop worshipping the local animistic or local Hinduistic or the local Buddhist monk or whatever. Like, they didn't stop attending those services. They just added Jesus to the collection of religious experiences they had. Because and then the priests had to try and explain, like, no, you can only worship Jesus. He's the only Son of God, you know. There's one God and you can only worship him. And the locals were like, what do you mean there's only one God? What do you mean there's only one true way? Like, the locals were so used to that they lived in a subcontinent with so many different like traditions and ideas that the idea that you couldn't just combine them a bit and just do a bit here and there, like that was foreign to them. I also read Marx. That's the dumbest religious text. I am of the thought that Marx is overly critiqued because Marx, the observations that he made were actually quite impressive considering the, the things he had to work with. I mean, he wrote the manifesto in 1848. Like, barely anything of Europe was industrialized at that point. And so the fact that he was able to make the observations he did was quite impressive indeed. Now, of course, he had the same fundamental misunderstanding of human nature that the father of modern capitalism... Fuck, what is he called again? The Scottish guy. The, No. Yeah, I don't remember his name, but they both believed that human goodness would make socialism work and capitalism work. And obviously the answer was that Adam Smith. They both, Adam Smith believed that the owners of the property would make the poor people have a good life by giving stuff to them. And Marx believed that, the dictatorship of the proletariat... Well, to be fair, I'm actually a bit uncertain whether or not Marx supported the dictatorship of the proletariat, or if that was like a Leninist idea. Lenin was obviously just completely insane, and I don't know, maybe I shouldn't call him insane. Like, I get where he came from, but I still despise the guy. Smith was right. I don't think he was. If you actually sit down to read Smith's writing, like, he implied that the capitalist property owners themselves would be able to provide for the people, but in the modern world, it's really the government who has to protect the people from the abuses of the property classes. Marx emphatically repudiated Blanqueux and his idea of vanguardism. Oh, okay then. Wrong screen. Thank you, mate. Once again, I think you can still value Smith and Marx as writers for their ideas, in the same way you can value Aristotle, even if Aristotle had certain ideas that were objectively insane. But like, had they been born in a different time, I think they could have done better, I think, when they, like, the fact that they were able to come up with so many good ideas, despite how they were born and like when they lived, is fundamentally impressive and still makes me, But like, what if we just let the gold people rule? I'm pretty sure I'm a gold person, so... I know you're just memeing, by the way, but like, people aren't... Well, first of all, I don't know what you actually mean with a gold person, but people are not moralic in the... Like, humans evolved to live in a tribal society, and so... The average human, when faced with a person being beaten to death, will rush in to protect them, because that is human nature. But a person living in London, when faced with the factual, the factual existence of the fact that a person in Somalia is being beaten to death, won't do anything, because... Despite the fact that he logically knows that he should help, like, humans aren't empathically, is that a word? Like, they don't react to those kinds of things. Plato's Republic separated people into gold, silver, and bronze. The golds were the enlightened rulers. Okay. Yeah, and that's, like, the insane part of Plato's. Yeah, I'm not a huge Plato guy. I don't know if Plato. Can't think of anything Plato did that. I could have sworn though that I had like a revelation that Plato actually had some good ideas, but my instinct is still to say that Plato was just full of shit. But once again, maybe I'm being too harsh. Oh yeah, here I am preparing for war, and I haven't actually figured out how to get a CB. Can I fabricate on Theodoro? I guess I can't actually. Yeah, you know what? Why don't we just invade the Brucia again? Yeah, that makes sense actually. I'm platinum, I'm exalted above all. Yeah, once again, the fundamental idea that some people are like good enough to like lead everyone else is idiotic. Once again, like if you ever wonder about what my fundamental philosophy is, read the Dictator's Handbook. Like, creating a good human society is all about creating a society where doing what is egoistic is also good for the society. That's literally like the simplification of my beliefs. So if you wonder why I'm like a filthy commie, then that's why. I'm not a commie, by the way. Yeah, I guess I've said repeatedly that that word has lost its meaning and should be abolished. Problem with democracy is that the average human is not very intelligent. Yes. As I said, it's, you know, democracy is a fundamentally flawed system, but it is nonetheless a better system than any other things, right? Something like 50% of adults are not capable of formal logistic reasoning. Yes, but I still fundamentally believe that at least in the majority of the world, there are certain like factors that corrupt people's mind, like, I'm not going to say it, but you know, there are problems with democracy, I agree, but I still fundamentally believe that the more democratic a society is, the better off it is, because of the logic of it all. I'm not gonna go read, you know, go read the, you're gonna get banned. Yeah, I've already been banned, bruv. We are already way past that passing point. But seriously, Servaka, if you want to know why I am like I am in my politics, read the book, The Dictator's Handbook, or better yet, listen to the audiobook, because writing or reading is fucking boring. Like seriously, if you actually want to read or listen to the book, just send me a message on Discord and I'll send you the MP3 file. Because, you know, what is a bit of casual piracy when it comes to the greater good of educating the people, eh? Seriously though, I'm probably not going to send you the file. I'm just going to tell you how to get the book, because let's just say that there is a certain website called the Audiobook Bay that, you know, as long as you install AdBlock before you go there, I guess, like you'll be good. You'll be good. Oh, the Golden Horde will actually join. Oh yeah, okay, I have a plan then. Yeah, I know what we're gonna do. Theodore, yeah, we can fuck these bitches. Oh yeah, we can get this shit going. Filthy Thieves. As long as I can listen to 2x speed. I think the words become a bit like blurred or whatever. I would recommend maximum 1.5 speed. Like if I'm listening to a chapter of a book that I'm not like, you know, really feeling, then I'll do that. But I do recommend taking your time though, because there are these like basic concepts that you need to understand the theory proposed by the book, which is the theory that I believe in, the idea of like you know, a ruler needs to have a certain, you know, he needs to have certain supporters, but then he also needs, you know, he gets those supporters from a possible pool, and then there are like specific things. If you've, I assume you've seen the Rules for Rulers video by CGP Grey. That video is based on that book, but I would argue that he does, like CGP, I like CGP Grey and all, but he actually does a surprisingly poor job of truly illustrating what the book is about, because what CGP Grey refuses to do and what the book does without question is that it the book gives examples, you know. It talks about dictatorships in Africa and how, and uses those examples to prove that dictatorships aren't bad because dictators are bad. Dictatorships are bad because the inherent political properties of a dictatorship create bad policy. Anyways, I'll let you guys have oh, the game didn't actually crash. But yeah, I'll let you guys have some thoughts about who should be the next general to invade the Bruja. In the meantime, I'll go grab some alcoholis.